So this is the 2110 WAN activity group, which has been running for about 2.5 years now, meeting roughly every other week. We haven't met for the last 3 months because we're in the very final phase of prototyping. More on that in a minute. Just the background, as you're aware, the SMPTE 2110 suite and the control plane elements from NMOS have matured significantly and are in big use across industry now. What we were looking to do was to actually look at the challenges and what we want to do when we want to start sharing those resources between facilities. The work that we're doing here has some synergies with very strong synergies with two of the other groups that you're going to be hearing about later, the ground to cloud, cloud to ground, and the RIST group. So there's quite a lot of synergy and cross-referencing within the way we've actually developed these recommended practices. So 2110 over WAN is all about between entities, and this could be a cloud location, this could be an OB truck, it could be a campus facility. There's two main things you're trying to exchange. One is the actual media flows themselves, the data streams, if you like, and the other is the control plane information that allows you to make use of that. And both of those have their challenges, and both of those we've been addressing. These are typical applications: remote production, intercompany and intra-company connectivity. Those are, that's basically, and that I say, that could be between different types of elements. So looking at the data plane we started with, and that was the easy bit. We came up with a load of recommendations, which I'm not going to go through now, which became TR09-01. And that work was done and dusted quite a long while ago. We then delved into the control plane, which became quite complex. And that's where we've spent by far the majority of the time. But it's been incredibly valuable time looking at how we actually do that. We came up with some concepts about the way we actually maintain the integrity of facilities and isolation, because security is an even bigger challenge in the control plane than in the data plane. So allowing people to securely share resources is a big challenge. We came up with this diagram, which is very complex. Again, I'm not going to talk you through it. And then we came up with a constrained version of NMOS, which is already being used within facilities as a way of actually allowing us to broker the communication for the control plane. So that's all the background. Just a quick update, one page of update for you here. So in the last 3 months, we've had no full meetings since then. We have actually had 4 prototyping meetings. So those parties that were interested in prototyping, we've had some ad hoc meetings of those. The control plane prototyping, we've just finished that literally in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Interestingly, it was worth doing because we did find 1 or 2 little holes in the way we'd architected the control plane once we'd actually started doing the testing. And those have been, well, we've proposed resolutions, they're being worked in at the moment. We've also got some ongoing liaison, which was pretty close to being complete with AMWA regarding specifically defining some specific tags in the NMOS registries for use with this 2110 over WAN. We're aiming to have, and I've picked a date out here, in my target is in 3.5 weeks on the 24th of March. We should be at the point of able to have a conclusion. So that's my target at the moment for having one final phase 1 2110 over WAN meeting, which I will call on the reflector, and hopefully getting all those addressed ahead of NAB so we can actually make a proclamation there. So that's all of the details. Just want to say there's a reminder about that cup of tea. Back to you, Brad.